Okay, so we're going to talk tonight a little bit, continue on in kind of in a similar vein. This, what you see on the screen, are similar commands to what we were looking at last night, except they're run on the command line where your node is. So that is what we're going to talk about and go through a few quick examples. So let me bring that up. And so you can see it and I can see it. Okay, so you can see this was the history. So let's go through some of these. Let's go through, let's look at the health. We've seen this before. Now you got the version. Whoop, that was, whoop, it was 262. So that's Radix Node API version. And then Radix Node API, system, API, get configuration. And it shows you your endpoints, metrics. These are like the endpoints we saw with the curl commands. So mainnet / health, etc. Let's see something. API. See what happens when I do that. Let's put a .h here and see what we got. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I see what we're saying. So we did configuration. And some of the other things you can do is with the system is system get PI get data, and you can see that is, this is getting data on the API system endpoint. So these commands translate into the endpoints. It says it has a developer endpoint, but maybe we need the, this may be another thing that we need the more, I guess the more advanced node is not a validator. It's the archive node, and the archive node, let me show you, I think it's here. Let me bring that up real quick. So an archive node, it's similar to a full node, but it gives you, uses indexing to give you additional endpoints. So that may be what you need to do developer. Although, well, the system may have it, but we may not be able to access it. Let's look at some more. So we got, I'm lazy, I don't want to type this. So this shows the list of, this is the latest epic proof, opaque header. Here are the validators. And at the end, you get the epic, the accumulator, which I don't know what that is, version, timestamp, ID, that's the chain ID, and the version of the JSON RPC. And notice this is all in JSON. JSON, if you are doing stuff with this, knowing JSON is critical. That's how data gets passed along. And years ago, I did a little app, Windows iOS app, about getting baseball information, and I found a site that had free information. And this is the format in the JSON format, and then I had to parse it, and I believe it was JSON, parse it, and then put it in my app. So let's see some of the other things we can do. Configuration, the Radix engine get data. And so this shows what's going on with the engine. There was one API, is it API universe? Let's see what that may be the one. And here's your network ID, and this looks like data from the latest, whatever they put on the chain. Let's see. Yeah, this is a lot of data. We can scroll up. But you can see it has, again, the validators, and then transactions. So there's a lot of stuff you can get out of here. The other thing I want to talk about is Scripto. So let me bring that back up again. So you can see you can do pretty much similar stuff to what we were doing last night, only this is done locally. So Scripto is the language that they're coming out with, and it's going to be based on Rust with some additional, as they say, heavily borrowed from Rust, but includes specific asset-oriented features for the DeFi app development, based on a well-constrained finite state machine as opposed to an infinite state machine. Remember, you have the finite states that this mechanism could be at, as opposed to a blockchain, which is kind of infinite, because as people add things, the state just keeps changing. And if you look at their, it's for the Alexandria release, which is going to be released late in the year. Let's see. It's going to be released in December if they're on time. That's going to have a lot of cool stuff in it. One thing that we haven't explored here is this InstaBridge service. So we'd have to have some you'd have to have some XRD, an EXRD. So let's see, InstaBridge is an optional service allowing them to quickly convert between Radix and the Ethereum networks. Which will automatically have here. So you would need an Ethereum wallet and a Radix wallet, and this service will let you kind of move between both. So that's kind of interesting. And of course it has KYC because, well, they can't let you do, well, not them, but authorities, shall we say, can't let you do anything on the secret. So anyway, so we got some really exciting stuff coming along with this Radix project, especially once we get into the dev stuff. As for what we got now, I think I'd like to have a look at that archive node and see what other things are available. And I think the easiest way to explore it is just, you know, send commands to our local node, because remember, in our local node, we got all the authentication set up. Right now, this node doesn't even allow metrics, so I don't know if the archive node will allow it. It gives me an authorization issue, so I'm not sure. I have to look up what can be done to get that to work. So anyway, hopefully this has been helpful to you, and if it has, please give a like. Please, um, subscribe, ring the bell to get further videos. Please share with your friends who might be interested. There is a lot of exciting stuff coming along in the next couple of months. We got Ethereum 2 and everything that implies. We got, Radix has definitely got a lot of stuff moving along here, because then 22 comes into Babylon and that, I don't even know, I'm going to butcher the name, but I like how they're using cities, which is another piece of software I'm playing with for trying to set up, the courses I'm working on, the course I'm working on, so on. They do their development cycles. They call each of the cycles based on cities. So anyway, hopefully, again, this has been helpful, and I will speak to you next time. Take care.